Hi. Sorry. Yeah, I'm playing with little toys, but at the same time, my brain's in a fog, and all I hear are the garbage trucks, like, picking up garbage, because today is garbage day, and all I hear are the trucks passing by, like, constantly. It's like, did you not pick up my garbage when you were here, man? I mean, come on! Pikachu. Anyway, you're good. So you could obnoxiously see his ears nearby. Hang on, wait. Where's the camera? Ah! Anyway, yeah, he won't stand, oh well. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to Legends of Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 5, titled Compromise, which premiered last night. And we pretty much start off in 1987, where apparently, Damien Dark, I think, is doing, like, a drug thing, because, you know, he had, like, packs of drugs everywhere, and people giving him what seemed to be money, but then when they opened the case, it was, like, this relic kind of axe weapon thing inside the case. And, you know, I believe cops, I'm not sure if it's cops or FBI or whatever, but they showed up to stop them. And just as Damien Dark is gonna take his gun out and shoot them all, Eobard Thawne, aka Reverse Flash, comes out of nowhere, and oh my gosh, that truck. Anyway, Eobard Thawne, aka Reverse Flash, shows up out of nowhere, pretty much knocks everyone out, including Damien Dark's people, and offers an alliance, which Dark declines, because he's like, what can you possibly offer me and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, aboard the Wave Rider, I'm not going to get into too much detail about what happens between the teammates. I'm just going to go on the main bullet points was, aboard the Wave Rider, Nate makes this seismograph thing, which, Amaya calls, like, the time seismograph, and it's supposed to find aberrations in the timeline. And Nate discovers an aberration in 1987, which involves the INF treaty signing. I was never really a history major in school, so I don't remember much about that. But anyway, they also find out the possibility that if they follow whoever that is, maybe we might find... Wait, let me replay. Freeze that. That last little sentence I said, I'm gonna put that on later, because that was not meant to be there. But anyway, once they go to 1987, Amaya says that they should go get some help from the JSA, because, you know, they probably still exist, right? And so Nate volunteers to go with her, right? And, they go find the JSA for help, but notice that there's no one there in the training center, because apparently there's a JSA training center place, and it was like completely empty. It was dust, webs everywhere. There was like nothing. Maybe like an old photograph of the JSA, but nothing else. Unfortunately for them, they encounter somebody that attacks them, and they find out after Nate knocks this one person out, they find out that it is, in fact, Obsidian. Amaya calls him by his first name, which is Todd. And if you guys remember, Obsidian's real name is Todd James Rice. Obsidian, he has those cool darkness powers thing. Hang on, let me see if I remember. He could merge his body with his own shadow, giving him enhanced strength and vitality. As a shadow, he has flight, envelop enemies, showing them their dark side, and has ability to enlarge himself and cover the world in darkness. Hang on for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard, like, cats arguing and screeching at each other, and it freaked me out. But anyway, you see, you actually see the Pikachu, right? There you go, you actually see it. It's like right there. Hang on. Why won't you, there you go, now you can actually see his face. But anyway, we find out from Obsidian that the rest of the JSA had some sort of mission in the 1950s, and apparently they all died on this mission. The only reason why Obsidian wasn't... I don't remember the reason why Obsidian wasn't on the mission, but obviously he wasn't. That's the reason why he's the last surviving member. But anyway, the team figures the only way to find out what this aberration was in 1987 was to pretty much infiltrate the White House. Obviously, because they figured out where the aberration was. But anyway, they decide to go as tourists and, infiltrate the White House, and they find out that Damien Dark is in the White House and is actually one of the treaty negotiators. And of course, Sarah hears this and pretty much, in a way, goes on rampage, because she pretty much turns off her comm, goes on rampage on her own, obviously to kill Damien Dark for what he did to Laurel, right? And unfortunately, as she takes her knife out, she's spotted by security, and pretty much it alerts the entire White House security, and it pretty much forces the team to make a very public escape. I know Sarah's upset, and I know, Laurel risked everything to bring Sarah back from the dead and everything, but she's risking her team. They were supposed to literally infiltrate the White House to find out what the aberration is. Granted, the aberration was in fact Damien Dark, but didn't mean that she had to engage him. I mean, it's the freaking White House. The security there is like amazebeans. At least it should be, right? And it's like, you expect to not get caught? I mean, I know there's a tour there, but I'm pretty sure because there's a tour there that they up security there, obviously, because security at the White House obviously should be like amazebeans, right? And if they're having a tour in the White House, they're probably gonna jump up more with that beefed up security. So it's like, Sarah, use your head. If you want to kill Damien Dark, okay, but you're in the White House. The security there is already amazebeans. It's doubled, or at least 10 times more amazebeans now that they're tourists in there. You're not gonna get away with that crud. Seriously, Sarah. Use your head, man. But anyway, apparently they also find out that Damien Dark is making his own secret deal on the side with the KGB. Again, like I said, I'm not much of a history buff, so I don't remember what the KGB is. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cute because they find out about his secret deal when they set Mick, Rory, and Ray Palmer to, to stake out, and I thought it was pretty cute because Mick was pretty much in the beginning of the episode training Ray with the cold gun. Hang on for a sec. Sorry guys, I'm watching a really good show too at the same time. But anyway, what you call it? Obsidian, with the coaxing of Amaya, manages to get the team to attend a state dinner where Damien Dark apparently had the meeting set up, right? And so, they show up and they discover that he's having an exchange with some KGB agents for some sort of box with an unknown item inside of it, right? And as, the team attacks during the deal, they manage to take out Dark's men and a couple of other Russians, and Sarah manages to confront Damien Dark. She does manage to fight him a bit, but at the same time, Sarah actually decides to spare his life. I forgot what drew her to that. I think it might have been Stein or something, but she decides to spare his life, but in exchange, she pretty much tortures him with all the knowledge of his future, like how his master plan, remember the master plan in Arrow season, I believe it was like season 4? I believe it was season 4. His little master plan of like his little Noah's Ark thing failing, his wife getting murdered, remember? And also the fact that he got killed by Oliver. And she pretty much tells him all of that, which I think is kind of a bad idea, because it's like, especially knowing that Damien Dark knows Eobard Thawne. Reverse Flash, who is in fact a time traveler. So, I don't think it's a very wise decision to let him know about his future, about how all his stuff failed, his wife gets murdered in his own death, because he's gonna do everything in his power now to friggin' stop that from happening, you know what I mean? But anyway, just as she says all that, Thawne actually manages to whisk, Dark away. And because of that, Sarah realizes, holy crud, Damien Dark is teamed up with a speedster, right? But cool thing was, before he got whisked away, Sarah manages to steal that box that he got from the KGB. So all is not lost, The treaty signing went on his plan as far as I know, and Sarah was able to steal the box with the item in it from Damien Dark before he got taken away, which was pretty cool. And Amaya managed to find out it was a speedster time traveler that, you know, killed Rex. And we also found out in the episode that apparently Amaya and Rex, they were planning to leave the JSA because they wanted to live a life together, which was a total shocker. I was like, they were a thing? I mean, I figured they were somewhat close. I mean, it's the JSA. I thought maybe, you know, I'm sorry. Just seeing the Pikachu right there in the corner is just the cutest thing. Hang on, wait. Wait. Keep standing. There you go. But anyway, I figured they were close because I thought, you know, the JSA, they're a team. They're like friends, right? But during the episode, Amaya tells Nate that yes, they were a team, but they didn't really get, you know, how should I say this? They didn't really bond and become friends and all that stuff, right? But finding out after that Amaya and Rex were going to leave the JSA because they wanted to be together, I thought that was kind of cute. And at the same time, it makes so much sense with Amaya's reaction to Rex's death. It wasn't just a normal, oh my gosh, my teammate or possibly friend is dead. It was more than that. They were a thing, which actually makes so much sense, right? And I thought it was pretty cool that we find out that we also found out that since Obsidian was the last one alive, he thought Amaya abandoned them when she went, you know, she stowed away on the Wave Rider. And for a long time, Obsidian felt betrayed, you know, he felt Amaya betrayed them, just left them to join, you know, the Legends. And quite frankly, I don't really blame him slightly because she pretty much took off without telling anybody. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you don't have to be like about it, right? But it's good to find Amaya and Todd, aka Obsidian, you know, make up during this episode, which I thought was pretty cool. And I really liked the bonding experience between Mick and Ray, because at one point Mick, in a way, wanted to mold Ray into Leonard, right? He wanted him to be just like Leonard Snart, and seeing him try so hard to be Leonard Snart, he realized, you know, it was too painful, and Ray should just be himself. One, because he doesn't want to be reminded of his dead friend, which I thought was a really sweet moment of Mick. You actually see that, you know, Leonard Snart meant so much to him that just seeing Ray try to be like him with the cold gun and even wearing Leonard Snart's jacket, it just did stuff to him, you know what I mean? And I thought it was a cool little bonding experience between the two of them too. So, and I like the little bonding between Nate and Amaya. I like the reconciliation between Amaya and Obsidian. I like that Sarah did not try to kill Dark, but I thought it was kind of stupid how earlier she almost put an entire mission in jeopardy because of her vendetta with Dark. And I thought it was pretty stupid of her to pretty much tell Damien Dark about his entire future, about how his plans failed, his wife was murdered, and he dies. That was pretty dumb of her to say, because now he's going to do everything in his power to change that, because Damien Dark now teams up with Thawne, and Thawne pretty much puts him in a time machine and takes him from 1987 and sends him to a time stream. And now that he has all the information about his future from Sarah, he's probably going to change it. Good job, Sarah. You pretty much pulled off a Barry Allen. And if we get another Flashpoint, like Barry gave us Flashpoint because he wanted to change something in the past. Sarah just pretty much changed something too. She gave Dark his entire future, and now he has access to a time machine thanks to Eobard Thawne. Good job, Sarah. You failed this city. But anyway, this was a pretty cool episode. I like the bonding experiences, like I said, between the couple of pairs that I saw. And I'm looking forward to the next episode because we get to see Jonah Hex again. So that's my reaction rant to Arrow Season 5, Episode 6 titled, so it, not Arrow, oh my god. Sorry, Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, Episode 5 titled Compromise. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which will most likely be The Walking Dead.